We paid our dues. Right on time. Wondering how many $22. We've talked a lot of trash, but committed no crimes and bad mistakes. We've made a few. Adrian Peterson,
Doug Martin,
and we've had our 0-point games, but we'll never lose. One of us is gonna lose.
Definitely have to.
On and on. We're in the championship, my friends, again. And we'll keep on fighting to the end, 'cause we can. We are in the championship. We are in the championship. No time for losers, 'cause we are in the championship of the league. Mama just killed Stefan.
Put a gun against his tiny nipples.
It's probably better for him.
Okay, that was our rendition of the intro for this week.
Welcome back.
Welcome to this edition of the S.A.D.
It's the
Guys
17th edition.
Vlogcast.
It is the championship. Start of the championship game. Who's in the championship game?
Welcome, S.A.D-ettes, or should I say,
First off,
S.A.D losers.
Ets.
We are in the championship. It's you and me.
This is gonna be a friendly championship game.
Frenemies this week.
Cause friendlies.
That's right. Let's get right down to it. I mean, this is kind of boring this week, but we'll get to the exciting stuff at the end.
Couple of these amazing song lyrics.
All right. So
let's talk about the Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears tournament. It's huge.
2 games.
It's huge.
2 games this week.
Getting a lot of big ratings.
Winner take all into the Trail of Tears Consolation Championship game.
Yeah, so we had our top 2 seeds in the Trail of Tears had a bye last week, and they were in action this week. So let's start with Stefan, who had a bye against Hunter.
Yeah, he was the second rated team in the tournament. He had a bye last week. Hunter, 129.8 points. Why did Hunter win this week?
Hunter won behind DeMarco Murray, who's been a monster all season with 21.4 points.
Ridiculous.
And James Jones.
Out of nowhere.
Hadn't done a lot the past few weeks, but he put up 19.7.
Wow.
Very respectable.
Good job. Stefan, 110.1. Sadly enough, one of your best outputs of the last, 7 weeks.
Really. You rode a very good first half of the year into the top seeds of the consolation bracket.
People.
Yeah.
Why did Stefan lose?
Stefan lost because he started a Patriots running back.
Good job.
Shane Vereen, 8.7 points.
Wasn't even the one that smoked weed.
And because apparently Stefan didn't get the memo that Josh Gordon came back, and he's still starting Mohamed Sanu, who put up...
I think you're thinking of A.J. Green, actually.
1.4 points.
Mohamed Sanu did put up 1.4 points.
They both wear orange.
They're both wide receivers.
And they're in Ohio.
Exactly. So, Stefan, you did just good shitty enough to get a bye in the tournament and still lost. So,
I'm currently doing on the S.A.D Guys Vlogcast.
You suck. Next, we'll hit up. This is actually a really good game. Jacob was predicted to win by 40 points, I believe, because he's been averaging about 180 the last 6-7 weeks.
It was, and going into the Monday night game, Jacob was still projected to win.
That's true.
By a couple of points. He ended up losing by a couple of points.
That's right. Jason Harris, 144.6. Jacob, 142. And let me tell you why Jason won and why Jacob lost.
Tell me.
There was, I don't know if anybody in our league has heard of this, it's called a trade, which happens sometimes. In ours,
we average half a trade every season.
So, Jacob traded Des Bryant to Jason for Matt Forte. And let's see what happened this week. How many points did Des Bryant put up this week?
35.4, if memory serves me correctly.
Matt Forte he put up 38.4?
I believe it was 11.9.
Okay, so
photographic memory.
Jacob lost by 2.6, and the difference between those two players was more than 2.6.
It was a lot
times 10 of that, I think. So Jacob In hindsight,
so that was a bad
trade.
Bad
You should have never traded. Congratulations to Jason. I woke up Monday morning assuming Jacob had won.
I did too. I actually G-chatted you that day saying, so it's Jacob and Hunter. And I was wrong.
So, congrats, Wiener. Now let's talk about what really matters.
I wish Wiener was here to celebrate with us.
Let's talk about what really matters. Let's talk about the second week of the semifinals.
This is currently my favorite subject.
Me too.
Okay, let's go straight to it. I will talk about you. So Cameron and Drew squared off in the second week of their matchup, which was, I think, was the most underwhelming matchup.
I was up about
of the entire league.
75 going into the week.
Yes, you were. You had no shot of losing, even though you're very worried about it. Cameron this week put up 125.3. Drew put up 123.5.
Which
so close.
If I wasn't up 75 points going into this game.
So let's just say Drew totaled 208 points over 2 consecutive weeks, which might be the lowest 2 consecutive weeks of all time.
That's Stefan territory. That's 104 points a week.
Yeah. That's awful.
Stefan territory.
That's worse than Stefan territory. Stefan put up 110 this week.
That's
worse.
That's true.
Okay, well, you won behind Jarvis Landry. I don't even know who that guy is.
Good waiver wire pickup.
I assume he's a guy. 17.9 points, and your Ravens defense put up.
What are my 3 defenses I have on my bench?
Put up 21 points.
Hey, they all did good.
Drew had Jordan Matthews with 0 points.
Jordan Matthews played the whole game and put up 0 points. Kind of like Jimmy Graham did last week. Played the whole game, put up 0 points.
Who's also on his team.
Browns D. Johnny Manziel didn't help out the Browns D at all.
He didn't play. He didn't play linebacker for the Browns.
Threw a bunch of had a bunch of turnovers. So Browns D put up 1 point. So way to go, Drew.
Nicely done.
They only put up 20 points less than my defense.
Yep, that's right. Drew, you're out.
That's why you lose.
Yep.
Next, let's talk about the highest scoring affair ever, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, Lindsay, you would have beaten me and Drew handedly. Yes, Jordan put up 171.6 this week, which brought his total to 393.7. That's almost 200 averaging per week, which no one has scored over 200 except for you last week.
I almost doubled Drew's output.
You did.
2 weeks in a row.
And guess what?
Almost.
Do you know why you won?
That's why.
Second verse, same as the first. Lev Bell, 28.9, Antonio Brown, 22.3. Those two guys have put up at least 20 points every game this year. That's why I changed the game. Lev Bell, I hope he gets suspended for smoking pot.
Rescinded.
Lindsay put up 134.3, which is not that good, even though she put up 175 something last week.
She did, which was amazing. I'm sorry, Lindsay. If you would have won one more game, you would have been in the championship because you would have been the second seed, and
you would have killed us.
Yeah, sorry, you would have beat
that's
Drew
on you.
because we all would have beat Drew.
That's on you.
Yeah, sorry.
Lindsay, Lamar Miller put up 6.7 points. That's not gonna work. And Mike Evans,
you were relying on Mike Evans, and he just didn't come through.
Well,
this week,
he's on a terrible team with a terrible quarterback.
But he's been doing great.
He's been doing great. But he put up 9.3.
He's a keeper.
9.3 was actually the second worst on her team, so everybody else put up double digits. But it's tough. But Lindsay put up 309.5 for those 2 weeks, which you, like I said, would have killed.
It's a rough game. It's a rough game.
It's a man's game.
It's a man's game. So hey, officially, we will not have a repeat champion. We will not have a repeat champion.
Sure.
The queen is dead.
Queen is dead. That trophy is coming to this table.
Thank you for that. Okay, so let's move into this week's pro crap.
All right, let's start with Hunter versus Jason. This is for the
Billy Baldwin,
Stephen and Billy Baldwin Best of the Rest trophy of only kind of sucking.
It's such a small title. I'm surprised I forget.
I don't know why. We need to have a thing where you remember all the letters.
A book club.
Yeah.
Okay.
An alphabet.
Done.
So this is going to go to Jason or Hunter. They're playing each other for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, it's a very distinguished prize.
It's true. It has been signed by Stefan, who won it.
Yes, not Billy
last
Baldwin.
year.
That was Stefan's signature.
Also, Drew has been awarded this, so this is a very prestigious trophy.
It is very prestigious.
So this goes to Hunter or Jason Harris.
Man.
I think I'm going Jacob is going to win this week. Wait, Jacob lost?
Jacob's out. Jacob, you're not reading your own cue cards.
I'm promising Jacob is going to put up more points than either of these two teams.
I think Jacob's going to put up more points than anybody in the league this week.
Probably.
Okay, but that doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. Who is your pick this week?
I'm going with Jason Harris because he doesn't have 3 kids sucking the life out of him right now.
Okay, I'm going the opposite. I think Hunter's going to use his kids' brain power
source.
Yeah, because kids know all. So I think I'm going with Hunter.
Wow,
going with Hunter.
Agree to disagree.
We'll ship it to Oklahoma for you. I think that's where you live. I don't really know who you are.
It's a different country.
Okay.
Next, let's go to the third place game.
Which
is an all Dallas showdown.
You win nothing, but we're still going to pick it. And it's Drew versus Lindsay, everyone. Do we need to talk about this that much? Drew or Lindsay? I'll start. Drew put up a terrible, god-awful score last week and the week before. Lindsay put up a really good score the past 2 weeks. I'm going with Lindsay. It's a no-brainer.
I'm going with Lindsay, too, because Drew's pooper shooter he put up the last couple weeks was just gross.
Sorry, Drew. Sorry.
Next, let's get down to the most important thing of all time that's ever happened in creation of life.
It's me versus Cameron, people.
Who would have thought?
Cameron.
Who would have thought?
In the championship. Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thought, guys? Entering the season through the first game, had a 15-game losing streak.
You did. You've come
a
long way.
Terrible.
You've come a long way. Okay, this is the first.
Relearned my ways
for the SAD League. This is a first. We've got an all SAD guys, all family, all cousin, all kissing cousin championship game.
That's right.
That's what we've got. And we have to pick our own game. We have to. I have to. That's the name of the game when it's a pro crap.
Believe it or not, I'm going to go with Jordan because I've never picked myself this entire year and I made the championship, so I'm going to keep that streak alive. You got Lev Bill, you got Antonio Brown. Let's talk about, first off, my quarterback, Jay Cutler, who I cut earlier today without knowing that now he is currently being replaced by the worst quarterback of all time, Jimmy Clausen. The dude looks like an ostrich that played at Notre Dame. I'm rolling with Alex Smith, the guy who throws for 100 yards a game. So he's my quarterback this week. So that's why I'm also not picking myself.
All right.
Because Jay Cutler is just a giant asshole.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's my logic. My team's built for speed, right? This is a 2-week marathon of fantasy football. My team is built for 1 week and 1 week only. Excuse me. So... It's a marathon, not a sprint. My team's built for a sprint. Cameron's team is plugging along. He's the tortoise. Slow. I'm the hare. Tortoise always beats the hare. I'm going Cameron in a very, very, very close 2-week battle. We suck.
Throw it in fantasy football fisticuffs.
All right.
So
let's get out of
Jordan says I win, and I say Jordan's win.
That was nobody's gonna watch that part.
Nobody's gonna watch this entire podcast.
Okay. Moving on.
Actually, let's enjoy some beer real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
We have an Oddwood L Saison. This is a contract brew or a side project from Adalbert's. They're brewing all wild barrel-aged beers. And this is their first one that is bottled. It's Saison. It is aged in some oak barrels with some wild yeast. It's got a very fruity, funky characteristic, and it is, as it says, glorious funk.
Do you guys want to smell it? Smell it. Smell-o-vision.
It's pretty amazing. All right, so let's. I believe we got a viewer email from
we have
everyone that sucked this year.
We have a conglomerate of viewers.
I'm very impressed that eight people got together to write an email.
They did, yeah.
Considering Hunter and Stefan don't write emails. It
took them a few hours. All right, it goes like this. Dear SAD guys, we got screwed. We all had amazing drafts, except Chris. We put so much time and effort into the season, except Jason Hard. We didn't take up our time with having more kids, except Hunter. And, most of all, we did not suck, except Stefan.
Stefan, you suck.
We are not ones to complain, but we smell the smelly smell of collusion permeating from the Sad Guys headquarters. We demand an explanation. Annoyingly yours, the rest
Everybody
of the Sad League.
Sucked this year.
Yep. Well, the only way I know how to answer this is to bring on our special guest.
Yeah, I feel like it's somebody that can bring some light onto the subject of
annoying losers.
Annoying losers, yeah, because that's what everybody else is. So
bring on our special guest, Johnny effing Fantasy, everyone.
Johnny fucking Fantasy Football.
That's right.
Right now, let's hear it.
What's up, bros?
Oh my God.
What's up? I hear that one of you started from the bottom, and now you're here.
That's me, Drake.
And one of us has always been there.
No, you suck.
2 championships in 3 years, people. Dynasty?
You've made 2 championships that are
All right.
one shit.
Let's get to it. We have some questions for you, Johnny effing Fantasy.
Let's hear them.
Do you have some answers?
Yeah,
All right.
got all the answers.
All right. First of all, what do you think about your email?
All I gotta say is, to all the whiners, all the bitchers, can't hear you, man. Can't hear you. We're here, you got all these loser trophies over here, and all I got is all this money right here from all the winning.
Actually, this hasn't been in the thing the whole time.
You don't.
That's my trophy.
You don't deserve that trophy.
I do.
You don't even want to show it to.
I like my trophy,
to the
Johnny
nation.
F and F.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. How do you, Johnny F and F, get pumped for fantasy football weekend?
Like everybody does. You go home, you do a quick, 45, 60 push-ups. Then you drink your protein shake. Then you
Sounds like us so far.
then you take your shirt, you cut the sleeves off of it.
Right.
Naturally.
You put that on. You have these shorts that are very small, but they're very bright colored, like a pink, maybe a yellow. And then you put on some stupid shoe like a Tom's. And then you're ready to go. You put it up on your 65-inch TV you got on Black Friday at Walmart. Beat some motherfucker up just to grab that. And, you just watch yourself win. Just bring home that dough.
That's we should do.
Why
all
have we
those
never
things.
done that?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, hard-hitting question: who are the biggest NFL bros?
Just straight bros.
Bros?
Bros on bros on bros.
Well, number one is that guy. That guy that plays quarterback for the Browns. That guy
Oh,
that's
Brian
badass.
Hoyer.
He's okay. He's okay. Then you got, Rob Gronkowski. He has sex with porn stars, so he's badass. Just goes to clubs. You got,
Man, these guys are awesome.
well, Ray Rice would be okay, but,
He got caught.
Hitting girls is okay, but, getting caught's not. So,
He got caught.
Jay Cutler, that guy looks like he wants to beat up that guy that, scratched up his car, that valet. So he looks cool.
He's
and Wes Welker. I mean, that guy's on ecstasy while playing football. So
While at a racetrack.
and then just throwing dollar bills everywhere.
Wow, those are some
yeah.
definite bros. I need to remember that for my draft next year.
Yeah, we should.
I'm going to draft all bros next year.
You do that.
I will.
All right. Last question. Who's your pick, Johnny F and Fantasy, to win the Sad League championship?
Well, gotta go Cleveland, because that quarterback they got.
Dude, Cleveland sucks. They're not even in our league.
That's not what I asked.
it's just us two guys.
You need to go.
Yeah, you
Just-
losers.
It's not even what I asked you. You're not even paying attention anymore. Oh, sorry about that. We thought he'd be. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. Was he ever gone? We'll never know.
Get out!
We'll never know.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of this blogcast. We like to thank no one who's watching right now because it's just us. So we're gonna watch this 20 more times.
We're the only people watching this because we're the only people left.
Championship. Anybody else sucks?
Championship.
Wow. So I would like to do that, and I would also like to wish everyone good luck except for this bearded genie over here.
Bastard. Frenemies.
Outro song. Dedicated to everybody. We probably won't have a vlogcast next week because it's Christmas.
All right. Yeah.
And Christmas is a tough time of year for people to make vlogcasts.
Eat.
Yeah. So we're just playing both of ours favorite Christmas song of all time. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy
Kwanzaa,
holidays, and
happy anything you celebrate, and
God Allah bless you.